So to start off, the iPhone that I use is a iPhone 5S, and I use a clear case on the back of my phone. It does get dirty quite a bit, but I don't know, I find that worth it. I really like the way that a clear case looks because I find the back of iPhones to be really pretty. So the main editing app that I use is called vsco cam or visco cam, however you want to call it. That's basically the only editing app that I use for this specific theme that I have going right now. I just find that with this certain filter that I use, that's really all I need. In the past, I have used apps called Aviary and Snapseed, basically to whiten and brighten the photo because I find that vsco cam can be kind of a little harsh, and apps like Aviary and Snapseed do a little bit of a better job and a little bit more precise in how you want it and not as intense. You can kind of control the brightness and the whiteness a little bit. So this is my current theme. It's very vibrant and summery. So a bit of a side note, let me just say I absolutely hate the new vsco cam update. I hate it so much. It used to have the 3 rows exactly like how Instagram is, and it was perfect for designing and organizing your theme and your pictures to match exactly how you want it and how you want it to look. And then they updated it to this. The pictures aren't even the same size. It's so useless, and like as you can tell, all of my photos aren't even like of my current theme aren't even in here. I just don't give a shit basically anymore with this. So basically what I did is I created a private Instagram. I don't follow anybody, nobody's following me, it's private. There's not even a picture, there's just my name, and I've created a private Instagram to, I guess, design my theme. So that's what I can do right now. That's what I've been doing, and I'll be using it until I find something better or until vsco cam changes it back. So I'm gonna actually show you different pictures that I've edited. I'm not just gonna show you like one picture because I find that they're all slightly different. It really just depends on the picture. So yeah, I'm gonna show you, you know, a selfie. I'll show you something with a white background. I'll show you like a nature picture like this one, and just maybe like a sunset picture or something like that. So it'll be a little bit more helpful, hopefully. So this is the unedited version of the palm tree plant that I took. You can see it on my Instagram, it's up already. But I'm gonna show you how I get it from this to this. Now it looks a little like really bright on camera, so I'm sorry about that, but if you want a kind of more realistic view of this, just go to my Instagram. So I'm gonna go to this little tab here, and that's where all the filters are. You can see I have not very many because I don't really buy any extra ones. I find that these ones are generally my favorites anyway. So I use this little one right here called C1, and I definitely turn it down a notch because I think that's a little much. Actually, you know what? For this picture, it's not that bad, but I'm pretty sure I used 10. And then I didn't really fool around with any of the brightness or contrast for this. I just went to sharpen, and I'm pretty sure I sharpened it to about like 3. Usually I would sharpen it to maybe 5 or 6. It really just depends on the photo, but I think I used clarity for this, so that's why I only did 3 sharpness, because otherwise it would be like way too intense. And just so you know, I don't use clarity all the time, like for any photo really. I just like the way it looked with this because it gives the plant a little bit of texture, and I really liked that. So that is it. I think it's very simple. So that's it for that one. So here's a little comparison. This is the one we just edited. I don't know why it says May, that's a little weird. And then this is the one that I previously edited that's already on my Instagram. Okay, so we're gonna do this picture next. It's kind of like a sunset picture, and this is the edited version. I'm not sure if it'll really show up on camera, like the difference, but this is the edited version. This was actually at a concert that I went to, and then this is the non-edited version. Now on the camera right now, I can't really tell a difference, so I'm sorry about that, but again, if you want to see the difference, then just go to my Instagram. So again, back at the filter section of vsco cam, I'm gonna click C1. I think again I turned it down to 10. I think what I did was go to fade and +1, just because it was a little too dark here and I wanted it to be faded a little bit. And then I usually, for these kinds of pictures, I don't turn the sharpen up too crazy, maybe like 1 or 2. So that's it for that picture. Usually with sunset pictures, I'll go in and then I'll go to tint or temperature or even saturation, but I'm pretty sure I didn't do that for this picture. Yeah, I think that would have actually been nice, but I didn't do that. I just kept it really plain because at this point it was still like the very beginning of my theme and I didn't really know exactly how I wanted the brightness and the colors to be, so I pretty much just kept it plain. And then I just let the filter be basically the shining star. So, okay, so I'm gonna be showing you how I edited this picture, and as you can see, this is the unfiltered photo. So I'm gonna go to C1. Now that's really intense just because with white backgrounds, this filter tends to make it a little pink, and then these obviously a lot darker since it's vibrant. So we've turned this down quite a bit. So I'm gonna keep that at 10 because I think I like that. So I'm gonna sharpen this to about 6, and then I'm going to put the saturation up 1 for this picture. And then that's it, that's all I did for this picture. Okay, so I actually want to show you how I did this picture because there's just a lot more color in this one, so it's a little bit more complicated. It definitely is not the same as the others. I'm just going to put my filter on right now. And as you can see, that's super bright. Like that is way, way, way too bright for my liking. So I'm gonna put that down. I'm pretty sure I put it at a 9, and then I'm gonna go to the little toolbar and I'm gonna sharpen it to maybe about 3. I'm gonna put the clarity up only 1. There's a lot of texture in these plants, so I really wanted to bring that out, and also the pot as well has a lot of texture, so I just wanted to bring that out. I wouldn't do clarity too much, only 1. I only ever do 1 because I find it gets really crazy. Like, I'll actually show you how crazy it can get. It's like insane. Like, do you see how insane that is? That's like, no, thank you. So I only do to 1 for this picture, but I think it is really important when you have beautiful textures like these to kind of bring them out a little bit. It makes it a lot more clear. And then for this specific filter, just because it's still very bright and there's a lot of color going on, I went to the saturation tool and I just -1 instead. So this is +1. That's a really, really bright. This is normal, and I just want that little less, and that's all I did for this one. So I'm gonna do a selfie now. This looks very white on camera, like you can't even tell, like I look like a ghost, but I'll show you how I do it anyways. This is really filtery. I definitely turned it down. I think I went to about 3 or 4 with this one, honestly. Just because I actually liked the no edited, non-filter version of this picture. I think it turned out really well, surprisingly. And you know, unfortunately the unedited version didn't fit with my theme, so I had to edit it. So we're gonna bring that down to 3 so it's a little less intense, because sometimes I will do 10 for a picture, but I think that's a little intense for the selfie itself. Sometimes I'll even do 7 for a selfie, but I don't know, for this particular one, I'm gonna do 3, just because I liked the no filtery one. And we're gonna add saturation anyway, so it makes it a little bit more intense. So I thought that the less filtery, the better, basically, with this one. So we're gonna up the saturation, and as you can see, actually I don't know if you can see, but it does make it a lot more vibrant, and just the colors pop on my lips and my hair. I don't go too crazy with this because I don't know, it just looks so bad on me. Do you see that? I go orange, it's insane. So I only keep it at saturation at 1 or 2 depending on the picture, but it's usually just 1, and then I'm just going to sharpen it. So I'm gonna go maybe to 3. And that's it. That's how I edit my selfies usually. For this one, I went a little higher just because, I don't know, it just looked better. It really just depends on the picture. See, I went to 5, so it's still pretty low, but yeah. And then I just did saturation and sharpen as well. So it just depends on the picture. But yeah, that is it. This is what it looks like. So that is it. That's how I edit my Instagram photos. That's all I do, is just use vsco cam. Also, if you'd like to see a what's on my iPhone video, definitely let me know by commenting or liking this video, whatever you gotta do to let me know. Those seem pretty popular, so I don't know how interesting mine would be, but I mean, I would do it. So Also, don't forget to subscribe and definitely check out my Instagram. It will be linked down below as always. Yeah, that'll be it for this video. Hope you liked it, and I will see you in my next one.